Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brenda, or also known as Cozyaholic, and for today's video we are going to be talking about coffee table styling. I'm so excited because I've actually never done any videos like these, and I think it was just so necessary, especially when I just felt a little bit in a creative rut. I didn't know what to share with you guys. This season is a little bit weird for me because I've actually never done any summer decorate with me's. If you guys are new here, I've had my channel for almost 2 years now, and I'm just still learning the ways of decorating and the type of videos that I should be putting out there. So anyways, I've had tons of questions on my coffee table and how I decorate it, and specifically because I do have children, I do get a lot of questions of how do you manage to decorate when you have kids and they're touching things and all that. I thought it would be such a great way to show you guys how to style your coffee table, whether you have kids or you don't have kids, and just different ideas that you can do because there's just so many out there. So anyways, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and hop right into it. So starting off with my coffee table, I do get a lot of questions on where I purchased it from, and I actually didn't buy it anywhere. I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace, and she actually did not look like this at all. So I'll insert a picture so you can see what it looked like before, but essentially what I did was take a can of Easy Off and I stripped the entire piece until the dark stain came out. Fortunately, the SD card that I filmed it in, I lost, so I don't have any footage, but I will link my blog with pictures and a step-by-step tutorial for you guys. Okay, so starting with our first coffee table idea, I'm starting off with this white planter from the Target and Studio McGee's spring collection. I love the texture and shape of this planter, and I think the color is a perfect contrast for the wooden coffee table. Because I have 2 crazy toddlers, one of my favorite things to do when I decorate is to use thrifted books. They don't break, they can be thrown around all over the place, and if they rip, it's not an expensive piece for me, so it's the perfect piece of decor that you can use. Typically, when you go to the thrift store, they only cost $1 or $2, which I think is such a great price. And then if you ever purchase, some actual expensive home decor books from Amazon or whatnot, then you can put those on higher areas, places where the kids don't touch. So anyways, that is my go-to thing for coffee tables, is to use books. And when you go searching for these books, definitely spend a couple, I'd say maybe 20 to 30 minutes just kind of going through all the books, take off the cover, see what colors you have, go with a color in mind. Typically I go for beige, light gray, and black colored books. Another thing that I also love doing is to repurpose items. So the 2 bowls that I placed on top of the books, those are actually salt container and a mortar. So they obviously now they carry matches and Palo Santo. As you can see here on this clip, I actually decided to move it over to this little tray here, and it used to be a salt holder and it had a little spoon, but now it has matches, and then on the little side I have a little striker that I can, use to light my candles. And that is the look for the style number 1. So this is definitely very, very minimal, very simple. I love just how cute it looks. It's still functional. There's still space around the coffee table that you can use on a day-to-day basis. And if you want to go even a step further, you could actually even do a large tray instead to keep everything in the center so it's not moved around. And typically when it has a little bit of a raised edge, the kids can't get to it, or at least small toddlers and babies. So I think that would be another great way to make it kid proof. So moving on to our second styling option here. So for this one, I went ahead and added 2 vases. My larger one is from a vintage shop here in California, and unfortunately I can't share the details in this video because they get bombarded with lots of messages and stuff because they don't ship anywhere. But if you do live locally, feel free to message me on Instagram and I can give you the name of the place. But anyways, I went ahead and added those 2 with an asparagus bush on the larger one, and then right next to it I added this cute little rattan tray or woven tray with some stuff in it, and then my beautiful thrifted books right in front front of it. Then I decided that it was just a little too busy in that tray. As I mentioned in my last video, I love decorating, but then sometimes I feel like it might be just a little too busy and I end up changing things. So I went ahead and did that, removed everything out of the tray and added 2 candlestick holders instead. And here's look number 2. Love this so much, and there's just so many things that you could do here. For example, if you have kids, you could even get some plastic candlestick holders, spray paint them black, and you have something a little safer. So now moving on to our last styling. This one is my absolute favorite one, and I did this for spring and I've loved it since, and I missed it for a little bit. I actually have that right now. I left it for this, little piece of a gap that I had before I start decorating for fall. But pretty much I added this beautiful tall clear vase that I got at Home Goods, or actually no, I got it at Hobby Lobby, and it was like $20. And then I added these beautiful curly stem leaves in it with water, because it just makes it look a lot more realistic, and I just love the look. And then right next to it, I love the idea of having like an open magazine. It just makes it feel more lived in and just cozier. So I went ahead and placed that. And then on the other side, kind of, replicating what's on the other corner to add more books. So there's like an open magazine on one side and then books on the other. And then as you can see here, I kind of played with it a little bit, trying to figure out like what would look best. At the end, I actually ended up leaving the books on that corner and then the box over there, because that's typically where we sit. And I want to have that, in arm's reach for the remote and anything else that we want to hide in that little box. And this is the look for coffee table number 3. And like I said, my most absolute favorite. You could totally play around with this. I love the minimal look. Nothing here can break. And the kids were playing around with that box. They didn't actually even pull it off the coffee table. They were just pulling everything out of it. And even if they do drop it, it's just wood, so nothing will crack or anything. And then they can't actually reach that glass container in the middle. So I just love this one. I think this is my most favorite one and definitely my winner. But let me know which one your favorite is. Alrighty, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I mentioned, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, especially because our fall content is coming out very, very soon. I am so excited for it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.